let me bring up my chat right away. And we will get back started on Final Fantasy XII. We'll see how many people come in being upset that I mentioned Star Wars in the title of this little stream here. Probably 0. Because Star Wars fans are always very reasonable about anything. So, all that's left to do right now, because we did all of the Eruit villages stuff, pop this headphone over my ear here, is to, I guess, talk to Fran and then move on with the story. I need to move where my camera goes, because it's supposed to be in the upper right corner for Final Fantasy XII. Otherwise, I can't read anything worth anything. So give me one moment here. I need to pop over to my settings. You're not going to be seeing anything while I'm doing this, which is not the best. And let's see, side the upper right. And now I am actually in a place that is more visible. With Lente's Tear, we can pass the barriers of Golmore Jungle. The Grand Kiltias on Bur Omises awaits beyond. Our business here is done. So now we leave your village. Goodbye, all of you sexy anime Chewbacca's. Excuse me while I pop open a soda here. Gotta get that nice, that first sip. And right now I've been, running with Balthier Bash and Penello because they fell behind in terms of a few levels. However, nah, I'm just gonna switch them out. Because, why wouldn't I? Especially since this is Fran's big moment story arc. Or at least it was. Will be again. I did just a little bit of farming LP off stream, but only with the lowest level area. Woo! Fancy shining visual effects. So I got some ability buffs, but not any levels, is what I'm trying to say. Or if I did get a level, it wasn't significant. Well, thank you, Larsa, for letting me talk. Very polite. Gosh. I love having Ash as the spear wielder. She's strong. It's a very powerful class. Makes me feel like I should have chosen it myself. For Vaughn. But I didn't want Vaughn to be the thief character that they had set him up to be. Because I like the idea of a monk. I like the idea of melee combat. Though now I'm using the staff because it seems to be a little bit better than it had been. We're just going to click it for free health because we're doing autosaves left and right. Wood Warder. It is several years now since such as you began passing through the wood unwelcome. Some sought only to flee their pursuers, but others there were who thought to bring ruin to the wood. Right, archaic speech. This wakened in Mirn a deep disquiet that she should see this and leave the wood surprises me little. Alright, so some of these people know what's up, and this is not actually a path, even though it looks like one. Okay, sure. Earth Dragon. Okay. They do have some very... how can I say it? Creative reskins? Oh, I'm confused. Hold on. Nope, that's the wrong button. Oh, and I can't use items. Fran, can you use... oh, please turn gambits on. Elder Worm. Oh, and we need to use... dang it. Okay, effects. Items are happening. We need to use a... gold needle on Larsa. Let's get rid of these Treants, I guess, that they're getting in the way. And while I can, I'm going to use the Chronos tier on Ash, because she needs to be moving quickly. Let's get this other Treant dead. I hope he doesn't refresh his ads at any point during the fight. But now that I know this is a status effect fight, I'm going to be paying attention to it. Items Chronos tier on myself. And immediately silenced, but that's fine because... Henshin? New form? Oh no, we just all got all kinds of stuff. Alright, what heals Confuse? I have no idea what heals Confuse. And I don't think I have anything that does. This is bad. Alright, my Confuse is over, and I'm going to use the gold needle on Larsa. Item Antidote on myself. Item Antidote on Ash. Item... gosh, I don't know. This is annoying. I don't know what I just did. Attack Elder Worm. Larsa, I'm gonna have you do the things. I want you to use an Echo Herb on Ash. That's supposed to cure the silence, right? Items... Eye drops on Ash. Items... eye drops on Van. Never mind, it didn't matter. Maybe I should just use the quickenings on all bosses so that I don't have to deal with this. Alright. Everyone's confused for a bit. I don't know what heals confusion. I don't think I have the item that does. Okay, Ash just got killed. Phoenix down on Ash. And even though we just healed, she's still... use a high potion on Ash so that she stops doing that. Items... eye drops. Van. Items... eye drops. Ash. Items... Echo Herbs on Larsa. Maybe we're okay for now? Items... high potion on... never mind. It's party leader Fran, who should keep attacking Elder Worm. And items. Phoenix down on Van, because I didn't do the high potion fast enough. I was about to compliment the game on having good reskins, but as it stands right now, I'm not even able to look at the unique reskin because I'm entirely in the menu. And you know what? I'm just gonna have Fran do her level 3 quickening, because I think the boss is low enough health that this will just kill it.
It ends now.
So the boss wasn't difficult, it was just annoying. And it was annoying, I think, because the strategy one was supposed to take when fighting this boss was just get hit with all the status effects and deal with it. And I don't think that's necessarily good design, because it's more like if it were one status effect or two status effects that added together to be particularly difficult, then that would be an aspect that was interesting design. But as it stood, it was just, no, everyone. Items, Echo Herb on Larsa. Because then he'll start trying to cure everyone else of their lip bits. Van. He can cure silence. And Ash can heal. I guess this is a nice touch that the boss we defeated turns into this geometry that they made. That's a nice way to, like, build a world. And we get 10,000 gil, which is okay. I don't know. I would call that annoying design rather than creating a particular kind of difficulty out of the system. Like, something that created a particular kind of difficulty from the system was having a flying enemy, which, by virtue of the system being in a three-dimensional space, made it so that my melee attackers just couldn't hit it. However, I feel like that was deceptive design, because there were other wavering enemies that my physical attacks, my melee attacks, could hit. And I feel like it was just a specific status that they had given that hunt of a great wyvern, that made it so that I couldn't hit it and created a false expectation. But if they had created it so that flying enemies were physically too far away for melee attackers to hit, then that actually creates an interesting gameplay scenario in which I have to choose to switch to my ranged fighters. And if I hadn't chosen any of the classes that had ranged, I would have to, as a matter of course, use magic casters. And hopefully I had chosen some magic casters, otherwise I'm in a situation in which I need to simply run away. I have no condition for advantage. They somewhat prepared me for a boss fight like that by having the Malboros be an enemy in the area, sure. The dragon didn't really read as a giant Malboro, though. And just having experience with Malboros in Final Fantasy, if it were a big Malboro, you would expect, oh, this is a large boss, which will give status effect difficulties. I'm trying to think of how status effect could create an interesting difficulty scenario in this system and not in another system. The Malboros really are well animated, aren't they? They have a very distinct, like, non-aggressive versus aggressive stance. Dire Soar. Wow, big damage. And big combos. And was that Fran leveling up? I think it was. Good for her. Perhaps something with the confuse mechanic, because the confuse status effect was something that they put in place, but was very short-lived. Whereas the other status effects that I have items to cure seem to be rather indefinite. And it makes me wonder if they purposefully do not have a item that cures confusion. At least I don't think I have a spell that cures confusion, except for perhaps Asuna. And I'm just running back to clear the bit of space I haven't gone past yet. In case there's a treasure pickup, which I don't think there will be. I didn't need to attack the Trion, did I? Its health bar just turned from green to red. That is an whoops. Yeah, there's no treasure. But Lars has been silenced. We can't have that. Though my Echo Herb supply is getting rather low. Perhaps if the status effect for Confuse was that it caused confusion and the Berserk status effect, which increases damage dealt and damage taken, because the Confused status is short-lived and not curable, turns a party member into a high damage dealer that you then have to deal with. It's a slightly more interesting way to deal with a boss that has ads than simply giving them more ads. Kiltius. Mount Bur Omises is to the northeast. Should you go south, you'll enter the rifts. Take care, gods guide your path, Faram. Now they're calling me Faram, or are they saying Faram as a goodbye? Beyond this rift, you'll find the Holy Mountain. Take each step one at a time, and you shall reach your destiny. Alright, so this path is also like a religious path, like a Skyrim. The Kiltias of Mount Boromises took us in and treated us well. Thanks to their aid, I'm well enough to return home. Alright, so the Kiltias are a culture of these folk, who appear to be Humes. I think they're Humes, they're just a religious order. And they're probably the first ones to just be like, hey, yeah, go ahead, come in. Because every other group in this game has definitely had a more of, no, we're isolationist, get out. Don't come into our village, don't come into the wood, don't come into our city, don't come into our country. White Wolf. Are the tails of the white wolf different than the tails of the regular wolves? I kind of like that solution of cause a short-lived confuse with an equally short-lived berserk status. Or you could cure the confuse, or you could try to weather the confuse, and if you weathered it through, then you would gain the ability to use that berserk staff on the boss. But then berserk would have to be tied to confuse, so that if you used it, or if you cured the confuse, you would also cure the berserk necessarily. Just thinking out loud of different ways it could have been handled differently. Bosch, do you have use for a flame shield? You do. Though I gotta wonder why I would need a flame shield on an icy mountain. In fact, let's go ahead and look at that flame shield just to be sure. Evade 15, half fire damage. Golden shield is the same, but does not have the advantage of having fire damage, so it's just straight better. Like, if it had increased ice damage, that would have been the concern. Or water damage, whatever it is. I completely forget if we were supposed to go north or south, even though they told me. I think it was supposed to be north. Perhaps we should turn around then. We should generally turn around anyway, because I didn't fill out that map.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he's weak. But he will buff other enemies in the area. Why am I getting constantly hurt by that? So there are ruins? Felled ruins in this area? What's that called? Baratine Croc? I didn't realize Larsa was leveling up with us too.
Yeah.
Oh. It's another one of those skeleton sections where every time we hit them, they pop up again. Do they have haste on them? Is that why they have this as special effect? I'm not sure. Alright, those are two potential ways to go. A diamond shield. Bash, do you have use for a diamond shield? You do! Let's take a look at it. 18 evade. No resistance to fire. So if we end up in a fiery area... This thing's level 38. Wonder if we can take care of it. And he's standing on trap, of course he is. Don't Ash. Oh, we did. No problem. Also, welcome whoever just joined the stream. Feel free to say hello. I've just been talking to myself about potential design mistakes for the game because I didn't like the last boss that I encountered. And also running back because I completely forgot what way it told me to go. I think it told me to go north and I immediately went south. Which normally I would be okay with, but... in this case, I actually want to progress the story. Oh, I went the wrong way. Weird.
Yeah.
Does that mean the right way is the lake? No, it's just next to it. A lizard? This does not look like any lizard I've seen. It is the same as the frogs. This is an interesting way to do ice. It's mostly transparent near the shore and then gets more visible as you reach the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that? Oh, it gave me the poison status effect, which Larsa can cure. I think the game did in fact tell me to go north. So I'm just gonna go north. I'm not gonna stop and check in with the guy at the front who told me what way to go. We're just gonna commit to north. Where all these onion people are hanging out in front of. This is the right choice.
Empires parade down city streets while refugees walk barefoot through the snow.
And so I sue for peace, to stop short war and ease their suffering. My father will choose peace.
Will he now? You sound sure of yourself. You can never know another, even your father.
Ooh.
Don't take it the wrong way, Kay?
This crisis would not end were I gone. The Senate hates the very fact that House Solidor exists. By necessity, we must find reason to silence them.
Necessity? Ah, yes, necessity. Does that word free you, I wonder? You show no hesitation to solve matters with blood.
The sword of House Solidor cannot be left to rust in doubt. It was you, Excellency, who tempered that sword.
Is this your idea of vengeance?
It is my idea of necessity. If we do not act now, it is not only our future you imperil.
So, you would dirty your hands to keep his clean.
My hands are stained with blood. I see little reason to stay them now.
So they are. And so House Solidor lives on.
So people are having daddy issues, just like Star Wars. Jump, you gotta have problems with onions, huh?
Yeah.
I want you to think about it like this, because I know you don't like onions. Cooking an onion is like giving it a second death, and eating that onion is giving it a third death. So, by cooking and consuming onions, we are in fact giving even more death to onions than before. Think about it like that. Even more onion death. Is Nukai Sand that item that cures inventory? The item that cures confusion, KO, silence, poison, blind, poison, silence, slow, stone, petrify, oil, sleep, slow, stop. Nukai Sand removes confuse. Okay. Well, turn off literally everything I said before. I need to sort these. Auto sort. That's better. There's just so many of them. If I look at my items now, are they sorted? They are indeed. Nukai Sand. Would have seen it if it wasn't forever in my menu. Nope, nice try. Can't blame a guy for trying. Onions are delicious and you just don't understand. You just don't understand.
Ha. Yeah.
Ash does such crazy damage. I love it. I'm sort of wondering at this point what the advantage of being a monk is. And I'm hoping the advantage is that I'm supposed to get better at comboing as I go on. Because as it stands right now, I get some good combos, but it's still pretty rare. What? Why is Ash confused for no reason all of a sudden? Stop it, please, Fran. I mean, I said Ash get confused. I meant Fran. Alright, we're gonna keep going north. Because that's still the way I'm supposed to go. I just can't help but go the wrong way on purpose. I'm gonna give myself a potion, because why not? Wait, do I have any potions? Do I not have any regular potions? Wow. Whose Gambit still says use potions? Wait, and I put that to MP70 this whole time? I am all kinds of jokester right now. If ally MP is less than 40, ally MP is less than 70, use Cure. And if it's less than 40, use a high potion. Who else have I messed up? So I can change this. Less than 40. Use a high potion. Don't think I've messed that up at all. And that should be okay. Because it was auto set. See. You blew them all? Please don't say it like that. I consumed all of my potions. No blowing occurred. Immediately into the good cutscene. Mount Bur Omises. And it's just a town. We're immediately in a town. That was kind of not very much fanfare at all. His Grace the Grand Kiltius Anastasis watches over all Mount Burmises, land closest to the gods. Can you not feel your soul's burdens lift? Okay, so this is a religious order, and they're very open and accepting. They're not a race. Your mind would benefit from a vacation from the gutter. The gutter is power. See, I so very frequently would accidentally say things from the gutter without intending to, until I realized that the gutter is power. I'm going to just go ahead and buy 3 of those, because if I face enemies that can confuse me, it'll annoy me to no end. But no, that's my point on it. The gutter is power. Nullifies weather and terrain effects on elemental damage, which I kind of feel like I don't care about at the moment. Do I need these? Because my health's almost never full. I could buy potions, but I kind of feel like I don't need to. Soul Eater. HP to deal damage. Dark Knight abilities. Hey, look. Berserk. I'm going to purchase Curaga first, though. And I'm going to sell treasure, but not the special ones. Earth Magicite. Storm Magicite. Coral. I've never known how to pronounce that. Crooked Fangs. Many pebbles await. What did I sell that wasn't the crooked? Oh, I'm just not selling all of the crooked fangs. I haven't clicked up enough. Pebbles. Many pebbles worth almost nothing. Grimoires. Windstones. Lots of loot to sell. Lots of cacti. And wolf pelts from when I was farming LP. And this is how you get rich. You just kill tiny things for hours. And then you have money. Tyrant hide. And quality pelt. Now I'm rich again. We're gonna buy all the other stuff. Lazara. Berserk. Did I even get Dark? How can I buy Darkra if I never even had Dark? And Dark isn't available. Arrows Alight contains 1 quiver arrow, each with an oil-soaked cloth wrapped around its point, and 1 longbow. Fiery arrows. The Burning Blade, a flame tongue, iron forged pole, an iron pole. I think iron pole is still lower than the musk stick, right? Oh, it's not. It's better. Well, it's about time. Let's just optimize everyone in case they're not. Well, I should check on your arrows. Parallel arrows just do 2. Onions have a fire element, but they're also 1. So I'd rather stick with the 2 so I'd be sure that I have double power from that. Flame Tongue can't be better than Demon's Bane for sure. But you can wear a mage's hat. Great, good for you. Alright. Don't need a Moogle. More shopping. What do you have? I just bought a lower pole and I just get a better pole. Cool, let's do it. Alright, do you have a better gun? Nope, equal gun, equal bow, equal spear, equal sword. Do you have a better rod? You do. And put that on Pinello. And those are the lower stuff. So that should be everyone, yes? Oh, Icebrand is better than Demon's Bane. I don't have all that much money because I just spent all my money. This is how you get poor. By spending all your money. What do I want to do? Light armors, mystic armors. It's not all that much of a difference. We'll just ignore defense for a while. I don't need to increase his attack power by 4. And even then, it's an ice element blade, so it'll probably do less damage the moment I leave this area. We'll just save that as is. Hymns. Many are the fiends that lurk in the crags of Paramina, but of them the elementals appearing during heavy snows are the most dangerous. Cool. There are elementals in this area as well. So I guess in some circumstance I'm probably going to run into elementals that are icy, at which point I should switch to Fran to the fire arrows, Bash to the flame tongue, and make sure to pull Bash into the party. Come up with strategies before you get there. I'll talk to you. We cannot rely on the Kiltias to provide everything for us. We must do what we can to help. This place reeks of poverty. There's not a thing of value in the whole camp. Okay, are you trying to steal? What I just said, you didn't hear that. I'm a refugee too. They kicked me out of here. I have no place to go. Okay, well then stop complaining, jerk. What is this thing? What is this bird horse? That is not a chocobo. What do we even do about this thing? It was just a really pretentious lizard man. Oh wait, you're talking about the bird horse too. Some kind of bird horse that's not a chocobo. Wonder why this thing didn't become the popular mascot character. They say the Grand Kiltias Anastasis can silence a king or even an emperor with a single withering glare. What I want to know is, why does he hide up here on this mountain? He should be down there, stopping those warmongers. That's a good question. Complacency to war is almost the same thing as acceptance of war. There's enough for all, please no pushing. Oh, that's not true. There's another one of these things over here. Every time I mention something, just assume it's about the thing that just happened before. Never! That's impossible to do. Oh, you were talking about the lizard man. Never! That's impossible to do. The lizard man was a jerk and the bird is a freak. Because he's a horse. Because I typed it as soon as I saw it, but you don't see it until a while later. Yes, this is true. How is one to deal with the time dilation? Time is only a factor of how susceptible one is to the Higgs field. That's all I'm going to say on that. Bur Urmise's holy mountain of the Kiltias, may I ask why you've come to us on pilgrimage as refugees? Both of these are lies. But I guess the least lie of the two is on pilgrimage. Because we're here to talk to the dude about brokering peace between the wars? What did you say, Jump? Invent a time constrictor? The most attractive lie is the pilgrimage? It's true. On pilgrimage. I see, all are welcome here. Through these temple grounds you will find the sanctum where the Grand Kiltias Anastasis presides. Okay. Who are you? Arcadian Wayfarer? Hey, don't you walk away from me. I will stalk and slap you. Can't fly in yacht, so I came by ship, but the view from here was worth the long journey. I'm no believer, but this place is impressive. Who built it? No one, I bet. Hello, sloth man. Acolyte. We cannot feed the refugees indefinitely, but must give them the means to feed themselves. If only one could magic foodstuffs. Well, get on it. It's magic. Figure it out. It's the main temple. Within we shall find the Hall of Light, where His Grace Anastasis presides. Jesus? What are you Jesusing? Acolyte. The islands floating in the sky are said to be the remains of the great sky continent shattered and fallen long ago. Even now, they bleed power, robbing airships of their buoyancy. Which is why airships can't happen here, but I guess just land can fly? Jesus built it? Oh man, that would be cool. I would go anywhere Jesus built. It'd probably, like, be really edgy with crosses and stuff. Just to, like, remind people. What are you saying? My sleep is oft troubled of late. I pray 'tis merely the nerves of an old man. Light guide your path, Faram. They have all these fantasy words at the end of sentences, but don't explain what the words mean. I like the Al-Bed primers in 10 better, because then I could actually learn what the words meant. You just a kill team. Well, you might explain a thing. I ask that you remain quiet while the Hall of Light, the Grace is in a dream. Oh, the Grace is a dream sage. Speak English, Alex, and must have silence. Do not disturb his meditation. Okay, but I'm specifically coming to talk to the Grace. Oh, hey, look. You're another person that has left permanently from your village that hates anyone leaving. Relish. Alone, leave me alone. The hearts of humans are weak. I dare not grow close to them, lest mine grow weak as well. Wow. Big racist, even so far from home, eh? What do you have to say? What is this? This is treasure in this area? It's god dang magic. Mount Bromises is protected by the holy power of His Grace and Grand Kiltias. Once long ago, a great worm, filled with avarice, sought to steal the riches of our mountain, but His Grace drove it off to Paramina. Okay. So you just made it someone else's problem? If he was so powerful, why didn't he just stop it? Let's see. The rabbit lady. Yeah. Hey, be careful, Jump. YouTube automatically flagged that comment of yours for being a bad word. Your hall is just one room? Okay. What do you guys say? His Grace Anastasis awaits ahead. He's obviously not in a dream sleep. His Grace Grand Kiltias is a dream sage. He's known of your coming for some time. Or he just says he does. And you buy into it. Hey look, incense. Oh my bad. Nah, it's cool. There's no punishment. He sleeps standing up.
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole.
Use your mouth when you talk.
Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, Your Grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard?
Maybe democracy?
Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltias, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession to the...
This is something you might reconsider. My little Emperor-in-Waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance.
What's with this Chara Otoko? Oh my gosh, dude, lay it off.
Alcide Margrace at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
Penelo's just popping off in the background.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Alcid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Ivalice in our time.
Grand Kiltias, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Grand Kiltias, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretext for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
Father.
Twist. Completely expected twist. And jump Chara Otoko means playboy.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage. The Senate will not stand for this.
A viper amongst our senators?
With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own sentence.
A viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Trace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath! Do not tell me you join in his mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
The once great House Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far.
Ooh.
Vain Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vane did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mummers motley well, Bergen.
Oh, dang, temple grab. How do you throw someone from the temples? Her neck would separate first.
Such strength. Inhuman.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire. Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders, then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, Hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all. She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabrantha. Protect the young lord. Protect Larsa.
Okay, but see, now that you've said it, it reduces, like, the viability of this action proving that he's able, that he'll serve Vane.
Be quick.
Which is the whole point, because Vane just committed regicide, patricide. There was too much going on for me to pay attention to the sound design.
And so House Solidor lives on.
And I'm not sure they're exactly going for an accent, because they painted the Empire as extremely
Let us
British.
suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution.
Unless you're talking about this guy,
late
then
Emperor
yes,
Granis
totally.
would have lent you his ear, that much is certain. But we are dealing with Vane Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Vane wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vane's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vane's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen.
And then, the Nephesite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
His eyes open.
Power against power.
And he uses his mouth to talk.
The words of a human child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Shelia Benagan and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream. My dream too fades into day.
That means nothing. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay, so Jump Toss, to give a quick explanation of various cutscenes that have occurred and their implied meanings. Vayne has been conspiring against his dad for a long time. He basically killed all of his older brothers in the past. He killed the king now. He has the support of more of the judges than the Senate did. And the judges are basically the executors of the law. So basically whatever they say goes. And since they support Vayne, whatever Vayne says goes. Alcid. Lars has gone to the inner sanctum with Grand Tilius. I believe the news of the Emperor's assassination came as something of a shock. Was I overly direct, perhaps? No matter, he is in good hands now. Alright, let's leave. Yeah, monarchies don't really have like a consistency with ruling. They kind of just do whatever the person at the top says. And if you kill them, you get to take their place. As long as everyone's like, yeah, okay, you win now. And now we leave. Wow. Big wow. Big explanation of the complete world building that was very alluded to but never directly said for the Empire of whatever the heck they're called, I forget in this current moment. I've just been calling them the Empire the whole time. It is real out here in the streets. It's hard out here for a king. I don't need a chocobo, thank you. So now I travel south in order to get the big magic sword. Oh, I like the new staff. I also never saw the other staff, which was the iron pole. That looks goofy. I'm glad I didn't have to use that one. Can I sort this at all? Inventory, weapons, sort please, auto sort. Ammunition, auto sort. Armors, auto sort. Accessories, auto sort. good.
Yeah.
And these ice wolves are weak to electricity for some reason. The skeletons are weak to light. I'm not seeing anyone who's actually weak to fire. Maybe that's why it seemed like I've been doing such less damage than others, because I've been using an underpowered weapon for so long. I didn't really know where to look for a better one. Or at least didn't encounter a store with a better one. Yep, don't step on that.
Yeah.
Man, but Ash is killing it. Ash is on top. I wish they didn't make such, like, an obvious sad dog noise. It disturbs me. I don't like hitting dogs. I wish they made, like, a more evil monster wolf noise. Some sort of, like, grungy, like, distorted, like, I don't know, sound of a garbage disposal. And yet, well, of course, and yet, there's an ice elemental. The ice elemental is weak to lightning? How does that make any sense? Can I even do damage to it? Let's find out. Yes, I can, so we can win. But how is an ice elemental weak to lightning? And I went to sleep. What cures sleep?
Yeah.
Ice ghost. Man, maybe I can't beat this thing.
Yeah.
Alright, unsilence. Fran. And unsilence Ash. Then try to get myself a high potion before I kill myself. Would you just attack already? Maybe I should run back and get echo herbs, because we're about to die. Can't believe I'm using an echo on the ice.
How about some of this?
Nordswain's glow. 2 of these should be enough, right? Red spiral. We'll do 3.
How about some of this?
And you'd think Inferno would do more damage, but it doesn't. And I just got an ice stone for it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run our butts back to the town and buy some echo herbs. And it's not my fault, the wolves attack me. Oh, that's right, I have to do fleeing in order to flee. thank you, and then we'll get 10 of these echo herbs. We'll get 15 of these. I still have plenty of Phoenix Downs. Let's pop myself to 20 of all of the status effect healing items. That should be good enough. And now we're going to run our butts down. Back to where we were. Oh. Makes me wonder if for my second class I should just make all of my melee paper the spear wielder as well. I hope when I attack the frog near the ice elemental it won't get hostile. It is not getting hostile. Okay. Good. For me. A quiver of long bolts? Or crossbows? Surely. Ash, what are you doing over there? Sure? No, Fyra? Against what? Against that? Why did you start attacking then? You're not even weak to fire. And yet I have been blinded. You know what, instead of doing that, real quick, thank you. That's what you're good for, Pinello. Oh look, a roaming band of onions. Cyclops onions with teeth. The onions aren't weak to fire either. Whatever this is, it's not going to be worth it. Wait, it was a rejuvenation trap? I didn't even realize that was a thing. Wow. The onion hate is high in the chat right now. Is it just not gonna... Oh, it did nothing and then tried to run away. Very weird for an enemy with a red health bar. It's not anything to get down here, is there? There is. I obtained the spell Death. Just randomly on the ground. That's fine. That's excessively normal if you ask me. party, Fran Pinello. Thank you, Pinello. Can you imagine if that was something you could just walk around outside and find? Yes, I can, because I did. Found it a couple weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
What did I do with it? I cast it on an onion and then ate it. Wait, hold on. If this leads over there, then what did that other one lead to? God dang it, I have to know. I thought that path just led to the thing that was further in. The other area that I'd already been. And just people here. Let's go. Oh, I didn't even need to use that. There's a crystal right there. To walk this rift in ice and snow, it is part of our asceticism. Go up this slope and south from there to reach the still shrine of Miriam. Well, it's a good thing I doubled back, because this is the way I'm supposed to go. Weird. Oh, hello, giant monster.
Yeah.
Look at this Cthulhu. Twintania was what it was called? What's with that? And I've got another one of those things that was a Both. A Garuda. Can I hit it?
Yeah.
I can. I can smack it with my stick even though it's flying. Alright, so that's the way I'm supposed to go. Here's another one of those evil Cthulhus. It doesn't even have eyes. It just has claws where its eyes should be.
Yeah.
Jeez. This thing does not live very well. This is somewhat of what I was talking about earlier. They have flying enemies that can be hit with melee attacks, and then the boss one couldn't be. And now I've learned the magic revive. I have learned death and revive on this path, and I'm sure that that is like a... supposed to be like an in-game mechanical metaphor. That like... life and death are two sides of the same coin, just like reality and delusion in Buddhism. And as soon as I found one of those Cthulhus, I find another weird Cthulhu. Only more armor and extra wings. What? Don't... oh, god dang it. Do we have to? Guess we do. I can't even tell... oh, because she's silenced. I don't want to deal with this. This is why I have special abilities. So we can do this.
How about some of this?
We'll do 2 for Van.
How about some of this?
We'll do 1 for Fran. And 1 for Ash. Oh, I had a mischarge right there. God dang it. I'm saying got dang it, YouTube overlords. Don't come pouncing on me. You're still not dead, eh? Yeah, you kind of deserve it, Ash.
Yeah.
I think you're the one who initiated this combat. Wow, just in time. Let's go ahead and select Fran.
I have failed.
Never mind. Wow, guys. Why? I didn't even touch it, and it just started attacking. In fact, you know what? No. Party. Pinello has rays, right? I don't even know why that happened. You're laughing in the chat, Jump, but I have no idea why that happened. God dang it. You know what? No, I don't need that level of it. We're gonna switch out to Party 2. Why? They need more experience anyway. And apparently healers. If we just decide to fight an ice elemental again. Goodbye, Yeti. Ow! You really had your eyes set on who you're gonna hit, huh? Alright, and I apparently can't make it to the other side of the river, so I'm gonna go this way. And we're out of the ice. We just are. Temples can't be icy because they're sacred. And we're probably going to get the ice summon here. You know what? I'm stopping for a moment, but I want to see what black magics there are in the game so far that I have access to. Thunder, ice, water. Wind. So earth is probably an element too, and that's what I've been seeing with that rock shape. There's also dark and holy. You haven't seen dark yet. Oh, and I do have dark. So I gotta decide what element fits what person for the summons. If I want Penelo to start casting black magic in the future, I could always have her maining Isuna. Actually, let's see if I can do that now. Does Penelo know any black magic? I don't think so. She does not. So we'll have to turn her into a black mage when we choose her second license board. Ice shield. No need. We just saved. Wrong pause. Let me go ahead and check on our accessories. Immune to silence is good. It's going to be hard to beat. Don't need a sword of the items increased. Can't wield that. And reducing MP to 0 seems like a bad idea. Though perhaps not for Van. In case we're fighting magic wielders. What's Bash? He has gauntlets, which is good. I want him there to be more defensive. More defensive, getting information, getting information. And Ash has battle harness, which I want her to keep. Just wondering if I should do battle harness for Van too. But having one Bangle per party is a good idea. You guys just hang out here. How do you get food? The legendary tells us the Sword of Kings was never meant to be used for the base spilling of blood. Think you on these words. It's a sword. That's what they are made for. They're for cutting, not smashing. Of their own accord will the doors part for one with blessing of the Grand Kiltius, gracefulness for Father Bartolomeu Faram. Sword of Kings, gift of Wraithfall, rest within. Do take it up, don't be a jerk. Ancient door. Adjusting glasses. Get that anime shine on the bottom of them there. Still Shrine of Miriam. It's not just a shrine. It's still a shrine. Been a shrine for a while, actually. He stole my blood. Wow, good job, Penelo. Look at that. Almost 600 damage. That's about as much as Van does. Which is weird. So what does this device do? Pedestal of the Dawn bears a time-worn... I was reading that as time worm before. Wow. Read the description. The words seem to have been left by King Wraithwall, Treaty Seeker, relic held. This pedestal embrace. So I need the relic and then I click on it. But if I touch it now... does nothing. But if I touch it without the relic... Zombies! Oh, and a bat. Which is doing significant damage to me, actually. It's so weird that the white mage has to be up in the combat. Doesn't make any sense to me. So first I need the relic, and then I touch the pedestal. And the relic is not the key item of the spent nethicite that I got from the previous temple. This is another teleporty. Where do you go? Left by the king with Nethicite Bearer, Embracer of Dawn's Light, I summon you. Alright, so that's the location I can actually go to, because I believe I have the Dawn Shard. But before that, let's just go down the paths and see what we find. Because that might not be what we want to do first. Find the relic first. The door is locked from within? Is that how the other door is as well? I'm just gonna guess it is. The words seem to have left behind here that in time of strife the treaty seeker these doors to unbar. Okay. And we are not the treaty seeker at this point? So that would take us down there, right? I guess we have to go up first. Touch the device. What? The only thing I can think of is that Ash needs to be the one who touches things. Okay. Or maybe I need to be equipped with... I'm not doing the thing I'm trying to do. Party. Balthier. Ash, go away. Now, equip Balthier with... I have the Dawn Shard. Nothing happens. Okay. I'm going to touch the device again and fight more zombies. So I had to have the Dawn Shard equipped. Magic's binding the rune fades. That seems a little odd. Oh, hello! I'm still in fast forward. No, camera. fell apart. Okay, well, that was interesting at least. I guess I'll just keep the Dawn Shard equipped for a little while, because Balthier doesn't really use abilities. And techniques don't really seem to cost MP. Everyone comes running in at once, huh? Just gonna try to stroll away if you don't mind. Getting kind of murdered at the moment, but it's okay, it's chill. Pinello has totally got herself killed, like a big Pinello. Let's go ahead and high potion myself. Let's go ahead and Phoenix down Bosch, because we're all getting killed real big. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good teamwork. Very good job. Very good teamwork. Very good getting killed. Keep it up. Alright, now their damage per second is reduced enough maybe that we can just win, maybe? Classic Pinello. It doesn't help that the dragon is pointing at her. And can you just attack the dragon, Bosch? Come on. You're not doing your job. Why is Bosch not doing his job? What's his gambit say? It says attack. His gambits are on. His gambits say attack. Yet he wasn't attacking. Sure. Makes sense. Let's see if I can. Oh, if the party doesn't have leader and it's not a tart. Wow, okay. I know what I need to do. Foe. Any. Attack. Turn on. Now, do you have abilities that I care about yet? Really not. First aid. You can use Soul Eater. Soul Eater. Hey, no, get back in there. 2 party leaders target. Actually, no. Is there a when blind? Foe when blind? That wouldn't make any sense. Because if I do ally or self, then it'll target it on himself. But I might as well equip it just in case the occasion presents itself. And, you know, let's go ahead and turn this to foe any, just so that he keeps attacking even when I forget to give him an order to. Hey, rejuvenation trap and a free ability just hanging out. Oh, no. Miriam faces. Miriam faces came out of the walls and are enemies. It was a trap all along. These things look ridiculous. They're vibrating because they're not touching the ground correctly. Okay. Come to think of it, I should go ahead and change the gambit to Van too then. Because that makes sense, and I wasn't doing it before. This face is going to come out and attack me, isn't it? Somehow his model is a priority over his health bar. So if I'm not looking at his face, I can't actually see how much health he has. Miriam Guardian B, who is all question marks because I don't have a Libra Bangle out. Hey, Pinello got the kill. Oh. Regen, but not regular heal. That's interesting. Regen also seemed to stop the sap ability from happening. Bash. Oh, I get the kill. Good for me. Oh, there's another one. These things are too tall for this camera. And the camera apparently doesn't want to point at the fight either. Alright, Inscription, what do you say? Or even am I? No. Read the inscription. Treaty Seeker, relic held, this pedestal embraced, paths untrod, discover. Alright, touch it. Okay. That happened in the last temple too, I just didn't need a magicite, a nethicite to do it. So, I revealed those paths. Do I just have to go downstairs then? Pinello is starting to run low on MP here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop her an Ether. Don't know how much these restore. They apparently restore more than 55. Now, let's give myself a gambit, another gambit as well, for when allies' MP is less than 40%, we will use an Ether. In fact, let's make it less than 30, because we don't have many others. And we'll keep it that way, because Van's party doesn't have much casting going on. Ash is the only one that's casting, and if I think she needs others, she can handle it herself. These paths are off map and do not have a smooth transition between steps. Donk, donk, donk. A green crystal? What does green mean? We've not seen a green one before. Life crystal. Oh, it's alive! And it does magic damage. So this is a mimic that's a save crystal? Weird. That's very odd. And then it becomes a crystal after you beat it up. Which means I wasted that ether. That's a weird mechanic to have. To just be like, hey, you didn't really earn the save until you beat up this kinda weak monster. Blood Gigas. The creature that I gained in the other temple was also called a Gigas. Baltheus. And so these are just really weak Gigases? I should have known it was a thing. Everything in here stands up to attack you. It dies so abruptly. Alright, and I got a devil horse in front of me that I need to fight. So come to think of it, with that one extra command that I put, I think I've pretty much automated the party leader. Dark Mare. Okay, he went over there. Good. No. I've been encountering a lot of games that have teleporting enemies recently. Oh! With the Magicite equipped to Balthier, the Dawn Shard, which is Nethicite, and I keep saying Magicite, he also doesn't have his quickening. Well, that's actually significantly worse than I thought it was. Okay, so going up here seems to be the shorter path, but it has a door. Powerful magic blocks the door. Okay. Good to know. I am I'm the bottom of the giant statue room now. Try attack. You can try to attack. Yeah. Okay, he let me through. The statue bears an inscription that seems to have been left by King Wraithwall. 2 guardians, 3 I trust, that the worthy may pass, all others be shunned. Okay. So I have to read the inscription, and then the door opens, and I fight 3 big monsters, and then I get to progress. Thanks, Sword of Judgment. I'm not gonna worry about that for now, because I think we can just teleport. And we're back at the start. So now, can I get through this other door? Is my question. In time of strife, the treaty secret these doors to unbar. And now it's a time of strife. Okay. So it's only a time of strife once we visit the Sword of Judgment? Oh. There are other directions to go. Yeah, camera. Right at the good part. Right, and he can't get to the other side. So eventually they will all loop around, I suppose. What the heck? We got some kind of ghost bomb. This is gonna suck. Oh hey, not unless we can just kill it because we do enough damage. That was a critical. No, we just kill things fast enough that we don't have to worry about that, do we? So they call them balloons, which is weird. Why does Bash do so much damage to these things when the rest of us don't? They're weak to ice. No, it said he had Protect. What does Bash have equipped? He has Demon's Bane equipped. Is it because they're demons that he's doing so much damage? Because there's no particular element on Demon's Bane. Oh god, it's one of these things. That was a lot of damage. Oh look, zombies too. So this long hallway was the correct way to go, and we went there too early because we gotta get the treasure. So back the other way. No, wrong balloon. A ruby ring. Let's see. Oh, I can optimize. Ruby ring. Oh, has reflect. That could be important. Reflect is a very strong skill. Because this thing. Oh! Trap. Bad trap. Triggered Sten needle trap? And they had us walk through this thing because we would assume it was a fight. I get it. No one got hit by that. I was just checking because I saw the silence and I didn't know if it was caused by my gun or not. Part of me wants to see what happens when the bomb explodes, but part of me also just knows that everyone in the party will automatically take damage. Alright. Well, a ruby ring is worth it, because an automatic reflect is definitely worth it. But what target? What target? Oh, some balloon respawned in a different hallway. Not worth it. Oh, and this thing respawned. Did the zombies respawn too? They did not. What? Stone Brave. Read the inscription. Guardian 3, face ye the blade, with relic bearer join, your fealty swear to me. Examine the statue. You discover a mechanism at the statue's base. The statue looks as though it can be rotated. Face ye the blade, with relic bearer join, your fealty swear to me. Okay, so we want to rotate this and turn it towards the location of the Sword of Judgment room, which I think would be in that direction. I'm not entirely sure. Probably. Oh, his eyes are glowing. That probably means did a good job. And zombies. They're just swarming with maggot particle effects. Ow. So there will be 3 of those statues in each of the little areas. Which means we're about just under a third of the way done with the temple. Because then we'll go fight the boss after the ability to teleport to the big location is unlocked. I touched an explosion trap, which is not great. Are you going to turn into an enemy? No? Good. Go the long way to find the treasure. Oh. I still haven't figured out why. I mean, it's supposed to be like a rarer drop the more of the same enemy that I hit, is what I read in the glossary. Or the same enemy I kill in a row. But it doesn't seem like the things they're dropping are actually more rare. Is the silver coin just supposed to indicate a chance of it being more rare? Ah. That's kind of good audio design. I couldn't hear it before, but when I was standing right next to the zombie, I could hear that little death cry there. It's interesting. So it all would have looped around on each other anyway. Just gotta make sure on these things. Because the temples are places we won't be going a second time. Balthier just does not contribute to hitting the balloons. Only Bash is doing that. So I guess I'm really glad I didn't unequip Demon's Bane yet. Let's take this thing out while we can. Solid stone. Rotate the statue clockwise. And his eyes turn purple. Get up. No? Okay. One of these guys is gonna get up. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy there. now we're gonna get attacked by these bombs. At some point. I guess it's more of a choose your enemy hallway. Do you want to fight more bombs, or do you want to fight an extra facer? Any treasure? Yes, treasure. Ha! 133 gil. We are at the mid-level of the sword room. You think he would do more kicking and stomping considering how large he is. And all of these human statue creatures have these long tails. Oh. It's a big boss. Hello. Well, you know, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and start using quickenings now. I know I won't have as many for the first group, because there's none for Balthier. But I learned my lesson with that last boss I tried to fight regularly. No, come on! Darn it. Wasp, dragonfly, peacock, statue monstrosity, because it has faces on its arms. Alright, that was a terrible quickening. It did almost nothing. And yet it almost killed it. Never mind, we're fine. We're fine, this is some kind of weak mini-boss. The last grass dragon thing was easier. Unless it was causing that break status effect or whatever it was. It had some ability called. Penella, what are you doing? I don't know, the last random mid-boss seemed a lot, you know, stronger than that, because of all the status effects. Maybe it's just my imagination. Because I didn't use quickening on the last one right away. A sage's ring. MP cost by half and absorb light. Cut my MP by half or stay immune to silence. Let's cut the MP by half. I can't yet. I need accessories 14 and 15 for that other one as well. Never mind then. And here's the statue boy. Hello, statue boy. We're going to rotate you counterclockwise. And your eyes glow. The Colossus has undergone some change. That's an interesting prospect. What change have you undergone, Colossus? If he were just like looking down at me, I would get freaked way the hell out. Oh, he's glowing now too. Alright, keep moving. And now we can get between his legs. Scratch my ear real quick. Phrasing. Done intentionally, jump. Trying to get at that statue's rock hard D. Good. I feel, wasn't there a crystal I could touch so I could get all my stuff back before I go further? It was incredibly on the nose? What exactly do you think I meant by D? That's the question. Because obviously by D I meant Dynast King. Gotta get me at that Dynast King's sword. The question is what you could have meant? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I obviously meant Dynast King's sword. What else could I have meant by D? There's only one thing it could have been, and it was that. Hello? Negelmore? Hi. You're just all kinds of crazy just showing up for no reason. And you hate Pinello. Uh-oh, Doom. Okay, hold on. Items that cure Doom? No. Darn it. Gambit's on. Items. Any item that cures Doom? I don't think I have one. I don't. Well, they're just doomed then. Hey, you know what? Hey guys, Pinello, go ahead and just magic. Yeah, could you just... Where is it? Asuna yourself. That'd be neat. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, well, excuse me. I'm going to go touch a crystal now. Because they're about to die. Click. No more Doom. And watch the enemy that cast it respawn. Are you back, Negelmore? He's not. Negelmore is not back. we are less doomed than before moving forward. And this will be the big boss arena before we get the sword. Read the inscription. Wisdom proven, say now your power. Okay, we're going to do nothing. We're going to equip Balthier with not the Dawn Shard, but with... Actually, yeah, we're going to equip him with the Ruby Ring. Just in case the enemy in front of us... You just... What? Oh, because my MP was below. And so I used an Ether on myself. But we're gonna run our butts back to the crystal so that we have a full mist charges for when the boss starts. And run back. This is called strategy. Who would have thought one would employ strategy in this strategy role-playing game? That is an interesting design. Mateus. And he has ice elementals all around her. Alright. You know what? Real quick, actually. I'm gonna switch out Bosch for Ash. And Ash missed summon Bellius on the new boss. Let's check out this. I haven't used Bellius yet. Oh! You just fight alongside them! Oh, that's very cool! Except I'm dead. I can't really command Bellius to use an item on Ash, can I? Ash, can you use a high potion on yourself, please? No? Okay, this is not quite what I thought it would be. Ash, can you attack the boss, please? No? That's hard to do? This is not quite what I thought it would be. I thought it would be cooler than that. And now Bellius is dismissing. Cool. What was that supposed to be? Yeah. Penelu should be in the middle of raising. So we're gonna let that happen. Now Ash, you're in the middle of a thing too. Ugh. You know what? Time to do the tried and true quickening attack. That was really disappointing. I thought it was cool for a moment, and then
how it's done.
Is Ash asleep? Again? Or the mischarge is locked off after summoning?
No holding back!
Nope. I kept not doing it, which is weird for me.
Here goes.
Ugh. Terrible. I was not expecting so many ice elementals that they gave me trouble. When Ash has the chance. Nope. Alright. No. No. God dang it. I'm clicking wrong all over the place. I'm just making all kinds of input errors and it's not helping me.
Let me show you how it's done.
I'm just clicking both the buttons.
Heads up! You're going to love this one.
And this will actually be a somewhat decent use of quickening.
Heads up!
Believe.
Didn't get it. It still wasn't all that much. Alright. And I can't switch them out at all still. Alright. Items. Try this again. Phoenix. What are you doing? No, we're just gonna get killed, aren't we? This is insta-death. No. Alright, items. Phoenix down for Pinello, finally. Thank you. Items. And Balthir's down. Please select Pinello as the party leader. Alright, we're gonna get Van and Bash out. This is not going how it normally goes, and I want to just destroy everything, because the moment I can't switch anyone out the way I am used to. Because everyone's like in target or being status affected or casting against the blizzards. Make the party leader Van so that Pinello starts operating autonomously. Have Van attack Mateus. Have Bash attack Mateus. And Mist quickening Pyroclasm on Mateus. I was rather disappointed by that summon. If I had stuck to quickening, the plan would have been simpler. What? It clicked the refresh more times than I clicked the refresh. Ooh. At least that was decent damage. We're almost done. Well, cool boss. Ads are annoying. More so than the boss was. And I was just really disappointed by the summon. Didn't seem to do anything. Oh, that was a weird fight. Mateus the Corrupt. Alright. I am somewhat disappointed by what occurred. Let Pello raise people. The reflect helped keep Balthier alive for a little while, but at the same time, the ice that he reflected healed the elementals and the boss. So they gave me an item that wasn't particularly useful. But, oh, god dang it, he's wearing reflect so he can't be healed. Never mind. I hate the ruby ring. Just wear a bangle, Balthier. Gosh. The calm after the storm. And everyone's curing each other now. Alright. Party. Bash. Now I can't bring Bash in. That was status, not party. Because Ash is out. You guys done yet? Alright, nope. Still not. Now I can. Alright. God, that was frustrating. Got an elixir, yay. You know things are bad when it's gotten to the point that Pinello is the party leader. Alright, I am going to run to the restroom for 1 minute. It'll take literally that time or less. I just need to do it, and I want to do it before we progress the story. So don't go anywhere. And we're back. I'm gonna have to do something. Excuse me. I'm just gonna have to test how that summon works, because that was not the best time to use a summon for the first time. I kind of just assumed that would work the way of other Final Fantasy games as being one big hit. But when it was something we fought alongside, somewhat similar to Final Fantasy X, only in Final Fantasy X it was distinctly turn-based. So you could just bring them in and do the one big hit after a few attacks. In this case, I had no idea how to get Belius to do anything. Nethicite is reacting.
You should try it on the Dawn Shard. See if it can destroy Nethicite or not.
What?
He just may be onto something. The Dawn Shard's no use to us, after all.
You should destroy your family history with your other family history. It's symbolic.
The stone bleeds mist.
It has been roused. It fears the sword.
And it's the brother that I kept calling Dad earlier. I don't know. She missed on purpose. 'Cause the brother shook her head no. Look at this early design for the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts.
The stone is quiet.
Not the Keyblade, the Keyblade. Different.
This is the sword, the Nethicite destroyer.
Should it find its mark?
Malfi is so disappointed. It's like we got all hyped for no reason.
Tell me, did you see him again?
I didn't.
No.
Not a thing.
They're seeing
Not even my
different
brother.
illusions?
Not anything.
Oh. So she's seeing her brother and he's seeing his, but they're not seeing the same one. Even though all the cutscenes from before led us believe that that was exactly the case of what that was. It's a two-handed sword. And it does not require anything to be wielded. Which means Penelo can wield it. Just like she did the other sword. Which I actually might want. Kinda want that, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna equip Penelo with the Sword of Kings. Penelo. Yeah! Yeah, way more useful than Kairi. Oh wait, hold on. Run back real quick. Just to check if there's anything. There's not a thing. Gah. Wrong pause. Still gonna keep these three out so that they can get some experience. Oh, So who should have the replacement for Shiva? Maltius. Should it be Fran? Because her story led up to here? Who's icy? No one really has an icy personality. I guess Balthier is the closest to having an icy personality. He's kind of aloof. I'm happy with that explanation if everyone else is. License for Esper Matthias has been added to the board. I'm totally cool with Balthier having Matthias. That seems appropriate. He hangs out with Fran because she's a sexy Chewbacca. He can hang out with Matthias because she's a sexy ice cube with fish legs. Everyone's gonna get one eventually. And now there's one per party. You're laughing? You heard me. She's a sexy mermaid ice cube. As cold as can be. And at the next fight, I'll just go ahead and see what I can with the summon. See how it actually works. You know I'm right, Jump. You know I'm right. No one can deny. Ow. That's everything to do in here. I tried to whistle, but my lips were too dry. Oh hey, they're just chatting now. We have begun to worry at your long absence. Return with all haste to Holy Mount Boromises. We, of course, must remain here. And I could teleport there, but I don't wanna. The Alexander.
Debts grow legion.
There. Smoke. What could it mean?
The mountain was attacked. But we're not gonna teleport. Because I have limited teleport crystals. So we're just gonna run it out. Good lighting in this area though. Pinello's swinging this giant sword. It works. Can't say it doesn't. Can't say it doesn't work. Ow. Ice Elemental, just leave us alone. You don't need to help this guy. Oh, boo. Alright, let's see, what do I got? It's not the moat, but the fang that I'm supposed to use. How well does this work? He's immune. But I thought we read that he was weak to lightning. You just said he was immune. What is this? Alright, well, is there a Fire Fang? Soleil Fang. Are you immune to this as well? Are you just immune to any? Techniques. It's a factor of time to all foes in range. Horology. Wasn't all that much. We've taken a lot of steps, but I don't want to use those yet. I'm gonna cash in the steps for when we are fighting a big boss, like I could have done. What other techniques do I have? Poach. Steps. Increases with successive hits. We've done enough hits to this thing. Nope, it did nothing. We're doing fine, it's just taking time. The Ice Elemental doesn't go down easy, and apparently it's immune to items that are supposed to do elemental damage. Like the Fang here. Oh, that's what the Knot of Iron is for. Is to deal a small amount of damage to someone who's asleep. Princess Kiss on Bash, please. Alright. Oh, Pinello.
At your best.
Wow. Okay. Sure. Pinella, you want to be casting rays right now? We'll just go ahead and switch immediately back to Balthier, who can then use a Phoenix down on Bash. We were doing fine, and then all of a sudden we just lost. Oh my gosh. Guys. Come on. You're not this pathetic. Not super impressed by my party and their performance against specifically elementals. They're not doing super great. Do me a favor and use a Phoenix down on Pinello for a third time. And no, okay, he woke up. Jeez, that was annoying. Maybe it's best to just flee if we're nearby elementals, huh? Because they take a lot and they're not worth much. I guess I need black magic to deal with them, but because the elemental items didn't deal with them. In fact, you know what I want to look at? I have a bestiary. Ice Elemental. You know of the mage power Shishak? 'Tis said it is a helm made to heighten the magical powers of knights, helpful when you spend long years training your body. I've heard they use chimera heads to give it the magics they need. Give one's cause to think that even the savage chimera is brighter than your average sword swinger. Huh. It's a place for research goes precise nature. This frozen bait have been made for years. But it doesn't tell me what it's weak against or strong against. Good to know. You'd think that would be the point of an enemy glossary, to give you information on their strengths and weaknesses once you've discovered them. Why are we not all focusing on one? He killed himself, rather than be defeated by us. And Bask is blind. Penelo's missing with the sword. But Bosch was hitting with it. Now Bosch is missing. So is it swords that don't hit flying enemies, but staves, and spears that do? I guess. There's so many high potions in that area. Well, for Bash, since we're not fighting demons at the moment. No, is Demon's Bane actually your best sword? Flying Ton is 45, Demon's Bane. Oh, it is. Odd. And odd that no one in this area is weak to fire. It's the ice area. You think someone would be weak to fire, but they're all immune. Not previously in the military to defend itself, should an army invade, it would be over in the blink of an eye. So yeah, they're saying that the mountain itself got attacked by the Empire and the Alexander. I'm just checking the world map because I keep forgetting. And the world map doesn't say. I keep forgetting what the Empire's actual name is. guess we're fighting that wolf. When I meant to fight this wolf. Oh, this way. Almost went the wrong way. Almost. Surprise skeleton. Bash does a lot of damage too. A surprising amount. A little under as much as Ash over time. Ooh, it's raining now. Which means things are about to get sad. Because in stories, sad things happen when it rains. Yep. Everything is burnt. Everyone is sad. There are still Imperials up in the temple. I'd stay clear of the place if I were you. Which means we're going to run immediately there. Whoa. What the? Was this rock always a... It is. This rock is supposed to look like a dragon. I missed that before. Oh, they're all supposed to look like dragons. Odd. Weird. Well, I would say this next sequence is the perfect time to test the summon. The Arcadians, a judge leading armed men, those who went to stop them, slain every one. You and Lady Ash, quickly you must leave the temple. They are still there, which is why we're heading there. To fight. To do good combo. I began speaking with the Arcadian forces that arrived when the judge, he suddenly drew his blade. That they would profane the holy mountain of the Kiltia, so has Arcadia no fear of the gods? Apparently not. You must not go near the temple, the judge. He is still there. His Grace Anastasis attempts to reason with him within. Everyone's saying don't go, but the story progresses over here. It's not a choice. I must.
Ah, our vagrant princess. Swift has your lust for revenge led you to the Sword of Kings.
Already dead.
You will surrender it to me. Too late, and to their sorrow do those who misplace their trust in gods learn their fate.
There it is again.
Some kind of evil.
Fran, I don't like the look of that.
This mist, He holds a stone. It controls him as it did Mjern.
No, the power of manufactured nethicite is the power of man. A weapon forged by his wisdom who would challenge the gods themselves. A fitting blade for a true dynast king. Wraithwall did but pretend the title, a cur begging nethicite scraps from his master's table. Hark! Evilise hails her true dynast king, Vayne Solidor. He shall defy the will of the gods and see the reins of history back in the hands of man. His time is nigh! The new Evilise holds no place for the name Dalmasca. The stain of Wraithwall's blood shall be washed clean from history's weave.
Okay, you are a jerk. And I'm going to try summoning Matthias again. Ow. It's bad. Items, high potion yourself before you die. Thank you. Oh, that's almost nothing. So then do I Black Magic Blizzara on all of them? Attack the judge. So it's weird because I have to control them like anyone else. Flash freeze, that's a thing she can do. Is she does anything? Can I use a high potion on the god creature? Apparently not. Weird. So the summons abilities are in techniques. Can I resummon Matthias? I should be able to. Now let's go ahead and heal myself real quick again, thank you. And have you attacking the judge. Oh, camera. Let's try to actually see the fight, please. And have the camera look at the fight, please. Frostwave. And this is the big attack. This is what I was looking for. Yes, yes, babe. That is what I want to see. Thank you. So Vayne has built an anti-religious cult of personality around himself.
He set his very bones about with manufactured nethicite. The Grand Kiltius?
Wait, what about Larsa?
Gone. Spirited away by Judge Brandt.
You okay?
So he was here. As for our young lordling, he went along. To avoid trouble, you see, but Judge Bergen had other ideas. He flew into a rage, and I was left to fend for myself. Please, Princess, you must permit me to take you back with me to Rosaria.
So that you can protect me?
I would lay down my life, at a single word to be sure, but I harbor no mouldering delusions of valiant grandeur. Vayne has our war pavilion jumping at shadows. They favor a preemptive strike, but you will convince them otherwise. You will see that they do not start this war.
This I cannot do. Forgive me, but my errand here is not yet done. I must wield the Sword of Kings, and with it bring an end to the Dusk Shard.
This stone, do you even know what it is?
I can venture a guess. The Draclaw Laboratory in Arcades. The Empire's weapons research begins and ends there. How soon do we leave?
At once. As for matters in Rosaria, I bid you luck.
So you would leave each to fend for his own. Let us hope that you are not disappointed.
I
That's
don't
right.
think that's exactly
Larsa
what she
left a
said.
message. The differences between our two lands will fade before the shared dream of men.
Sunglasses.
My leave, I take.
I'm not impressed by that character.
How do you propose we reach Arcades?
He's so extra.
Arcadia's borders will be well guarded for fear of Rosarian invasion. We dare not approach by air.
And their navy will see that the coast is watched as well. No, we go afoot. We'll cross into Arcadia in the Salika Wood. We can reach the wood any number of ways, but the easiest is to head north from Nalbina.
There is a hunter's camp just beyond the Salika Wood. The camp sits within Arcadia's borders, so Imperial patrols there should be sparse.
Getting that far should be half the fun. Let's be sure we go prepared.
Okay. So, we are going to head north. I think there's somewhere else in the ground, or in this ice area that I need to explore. Good night, Jump. Have fun. We probably won't progress much in the story without you. It's only got a little while left in the stream anyway. Have a change of mind? No, you feel even worse about humans than before. Everyone is sad. Oh, there's a blizzard now. That's some weather. I seen a wolf poison me before. You know, the game has alluded in a couple items or ability descriptions that the weather has an effect, but I'm not... Oh dear, it affects the strength of ice elementals as well. We're just gonna skip that. We gotta find a way to get to the other side of that lake from before, because there was an item surrounded by 3 traps, which makes me think it was a good item. Especially since we found both the life, or the revive ability, and the death ability on either side, or on the other side of the river. Oh dear. So it really is that weather makes elementals much, much stronger. Stay as removed from that as we can. And now feel free to cast heal on yourself, since you're less than 50. Hoping that this is the direction I have to go. Seems like it is not. The Feywood is a different area entirely. From what way would I go in the Paramina Rift? Or now that it's thicker weather, I can actually make it to that side, perhaps? I don't know. Guess we'll have to try, though. I don't want to leave a stone... Ah, Pinello. Don't want to leave the stone unturned. That's what I was trying to say. Oh no, this way. Might very well be time to explore the Feywood then, after we finish with this. Oh, it's a whole bunch of treasure. Which means probably none of them are going to be particularly good. Ow! That wolf punched me hard. Alright, we're gonna pop Penelo and Ash back into the party so that they don't trigger these traps while I pick up the treasures. Which is some gil, some more gil, and a hunting crossbow. And that was all. Nothing terribly important. Let's see. Ooh, Balthier is the lowest of them, huh? LP is getting pretty high right about now. And the storm's passed. Probably because I stepped into the Feywood, it just automatically stopped, like the world state progressed. I want to see how much a threat the Feywood is. Oh. I do kind of wish that the action gauge would continue to load up after I've given a command, rather than only starting to load at each distinct command. Let's see what level these creatures are. 42. That seems strong. But, lucky us, we are literally right next to an exit if things go bad. Things are going bad! We are not supposed to be there yet. Gosh. Just as you say it. Alright. I'm not even going to blame Penelo for that death. That is on me. Thank you, Penelo, for being the guinea pig. There's a lot of power scaling in this world. Yeah, the Demon Bane sword definitely has an unstated special effect of doing extra damage to undead and ghosts and the like. Or maybe just anything dark element. It's something to that effect. Oh, yay. Free Phoenix down. Exactly what I wanted for Christmas. That's Balthier one level away from where we want him sitting. Wow, lots of drops of Phoenix down from the wolves. How does that work? How does a wolf have bird feathers? Oh, you're gonna say something sad. They are short of helpers on Mount Buromise, so I'm doing my part guiding the refugees. You have no idea what happened. No, thank you. We're not quite done yet. We're gonna head this way and explore those other exits to the jungle, and then probably call it a stream, to be perfectly honest. Yes, we're going this way. Goodbye, Marlboros. Oh, I've got two different kinds of Marlboro now. Regular and great. Oh, and they're the ones that drop Bacchus wine. Let's not fight the Treant? If we can help it. Just gotta shoot between the Treant's legs. That's fine. Treant doesn't care. It's weird that there would suddenly be a greater version of a normal enemy that doesn't seem to be all that's more healthy or have anything really different going on with it. Wow. Maybe never mind about that demon's bane. Unless those things count as demons. There was the annoying dragon boss at the start of the stream. Alright. Now we explore the other secret entrances to the wood here. The other magic doors that were locked off before. Probably just going to lead us into areas that are way too strong for our level at the moment. But we'll try anyway. Take that free treasure if you don't mind. Could always use more ethers. And here we go. First of the optional magic doors. I wanted to go the long way, but it is making me go down this path first, I guess. Which leads into that other closed-off area further in. But we're gonna attack this Hellhound first. It's a pretty darn high level, but doesn't have that much health. Compared to the Treant in that other area, that is. Perhaps difficulty increases by a factor, like by a more significant factor every 10 levels. Because these ones are level 38, 39, and nowhere near as difficult to fight as that Treant that was level 42. Because the Treant had significantly more health and killed Pinello in 2 hits. Whereas the Hellhounds give Pinello enough time to at least heal herself. Or they might have, if they didn't get combos. We definitely need that bigger cure magic. At least more abilities that increase magical potency. Perhaps this is the game's way of hinting that I really should be getting to the second, what do they call them? License boards. Rather than waiting until one is completely filled up. There shouldn't be anything interesting along that path, so we'll just head further in. Ooh, multiple options. This is giving me the feeling that there might be some kind of optional boss or important treasure further in. Oh, these are the corals. The corals were a cooler creature in Final Fantasy XIII. They weren't these weird squid-faced cats. They have a lot of health, though. Twice as much as I do. Let's go ahead and use a Chrono Tier on Pinello. Because this party dynamic doesn't work if we're not constantly getting healed. Hey, there we go. Things work better when we don't split our attacks. Though Pinella's just doing what she wants. And Balthier's level 8. Or 28, I mean. We'll just keep rolling with him for a while, though. Since we're going to be switching to the other group pretty soon for sure. Okay. There you go, Penelo. You have fun with that. Make sure this thing doesn't jump in on us when we fight that other crow. Because we're going along the south path. Oh, there's a big old dinosaur. Oh, and the crows can cause silence, eh? Level 27. Big health, and that means big damage, but we should be able to take it out pretty quickly. And silence doesn't stop techniques. Or at least enemy abilities that aren't explicitly magic. And there's a place to go even further in. Oh. We're back to where we were. And we know we should not be there. So let's not be there. And there's a treasure we missed. A heather. Or as I like to call it, a heather. Don't give us too much trouble, please. How are you guys missing? You're not even blind. I'm a little disappointed. I thought the wood would go further in, but it doesn't seem to want to. There must be something more special past that area that I can't manage. Maybe something that's optional. But so far, no area has been optional. It's just been a part of the course. Ah, this camera is not the best. If you're not very specifically keeping it low when he walks against the wall, it'll just point down. And then you can't shift it. Wow. Took a lot of damage on Penelo there. Penelo's starting to run out of MP. And then used another, I guess. Gil. And now a skeleton. Multiple skeletons. Trying to call us blind and succeeding on Vash. A third skeleton. And Penelo's dead. What? What did disable? Oh my gosh. Guys. Should we just switch out? We can't. That's good to know. Item. Phoenix down. Penelo. Alright, now items. And I can't because I have disable. Alright, this is breaking down. And we are going to KO for the first time against a bunch of dark skeletons randomly. Can I switch? Thank you. I couldn't switch anyone out during that time at all. Look at them all. Select a man as the leader. And I'm going to use one of these motes. Anyone will work. Oh no, arrow mote. Wow, Fran got killed too! This is some really random, difficult battle that was thrown in here. Like, really? That ability to cause disable was just very actively debilitating. And they were like a ton of them all of a sudden. I don't even know what item cures disable. If there even is one. Confused. I don't even have an item that cures disable. Weird. Items. I don't even know what that was. I couldn't respond fast enough to actually stop all of the status effects and the new enemies showing up. Every time I went to click, a new status effect had shown, and the condition had changed, and then the person was dead again. Phoenix down on Penelo. And then we will quickly put them away, bring those two back. And just let her do her thing. It's weird. Those enemies were definitely stronger than the others. How can Bash still be blind? That the condition persists after getting KO'd is crazy. Alright. Back to the grind, I guess. We're just supposed to win faster than that can happen, huh? And Marlboro also joined the situation. That wasn't great. Dang! They all just ganged up on Penelo right away. No, Gambit's on. I wish turning Gambits off wasn't an option. Penelo! Oh my gosh. The game should not be this hard. We had no problem with them for the longest time. And you are just burning through Phoenix Downs. Oh, there's another one. Okay, well, now that that's over, I guess we'll keep exploring. Good for you, Penelo. I think I'm going to farm a bit, completely unashamedly. Perhaps tomorrow we'll just go and do all the hunts and use it as an opportunity for farming. Oh my gosh. Really? Really, you guys? Alright, I better just use the technique quickly before Balthier dies. What a shit show. How? Are they a higher level than the other ones? They aren't even a higher level.
Yeah.
We got through this area without any issue the first time. Please, thank you. What even is this? I'm so frustrated with this state of affairs. Another Phoenix down for Penelo. Now, try this again. We'll just wait for them to fix themselves. I'm out of water. Those are all my drinks for the night. Just let the party do some fixing. I can play on my phone, I guess. Alright, you guys good? You guys done? Nice. Switch over to Balthier. Can you handle one, guys? Can you handle one? There's a second one coming. Can you handle two without being completely dead? That's not... you can't. You just can't. Somehow these ones... oh! They're not 29, they're 39. Well, no, the other ones were 38, 39. Oh, Phoenix down, Pinello. These treasures better be worth it. 49 gil. Another 18 gil. Oh, it's the least worth it could have possibly been. And this is just the regular first area behind a magic gate. Let's defeat just one without having a death. Can we do that? Thank you guys. Good job. Okay, having Pinello with the sword is somehow a bad idea, I'm guessing. I just feel like it's a bad luck charm. So we're going to give her the Gaia Rod back. Maybe magic will do better with the Gaia Rod back. I don't think that's how the game works, but maybe. What a poor display. See, these are exactly the same. And we had no problem against these the first time, and now coming back, it's like we've completely forgotten how to be a party. Well, I suppose I should be glad no one was there to watch that nonsense play out. Just ridiculously terrible at fighting exactly the same enemies as before. Just because some skeletons showed up and could use the ability to disable us. Alright. Heading back to the plane. I think I'm going to call the stream early because that was frustrating. And so next stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be doing the hunts, the clan hunts, and just getting more skills, getting not terrible, because now I feel like my party is weak, and that the story is outpacing, in difficulty, in terms of raw numbers, outpacing my party's level. So I want to fix that, because I'm fighting enemies that are more than 10 levels above mine pretty soon here, and I want to not be doing that. So, thank you everyone who showed up. That's the stream. See you tomorrow.